Do you know that Holy Quran is the complete guidance for all human mankind? It is crucial to not only read but truly understand the Quran to enjoy a great experience in this world and the hereafter. Are you ready to start learning Quranic Arabic language? Let's start, inshallah.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. Wassalatu wassalamu ala sayyidil mursaleen wa ala alihi wa ashabihi ajma'in. Rabbi yassir wa la tuwassir wa tammim bil khayr. Allahumma allimna ma yanfa'una wanfa'na bima 'allamtana wa zidna ilma. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. One humble request before we start. Al-Qur'an Institute is a Quranic Da'wah and Education institute. We would like to reach many others like you, so your assistance will be greatly appreciated. If you benefit from our videos, please like, share and subscribe our YouTube channel. Jazakallahu khairan. Let's start, inshallah. Alhamdulillah, we have learnt about 5 types of maf'ul in our last lesson. And today we are going to study lesson 15 of module 2, and the topic is Haal, or circumstantial accusative, inshallah. In this chapter, we shall understand the grammatical rules of Haal, how they work, and lots of examples of sentences with Haal. In Arabic grammar, Haal represents a circumstance where it appears in mansub, indicating the state or condition of the subject or doer of the action, which is active participle or ismul fa'il, or even object, passive participle, ismul maf'ul, at the time the action occurs. For example, Ja'ani Zaidun rakiban. Zaid came to me riding. Here rakiban is the hal in mansub state, indicating the state or condition of the subject Zaid. Let's look at an example of active participle and passive participle. Ja'a rakidan. He came running. This is active participle expressing the condition of the subject he while performing the action of coming. Passive participle. Ujidal kitabu mumazzaqan. The book was found torn. Mumazzaqan is the passive participle or ismul maf'ul of the verb mazzaqa, which means to tear and indicates something that has been torn in the accusative case. We need to understand the 2 components when we discuss about Haal. One is the Haal itself, and the other one is Dhul Haal or Sahibul Haal. Haal is the detail of the verb that describes circumstances of the subject and or the object. Dhul Haal or Sahibul Haal is the entity, the subject and or the object whose circumstances are being described. Hal describes the state of the action of the verb, but not the verb itself. In the sentence, Zaid came to me riding, for instance, Hal describes the state of the subject, Zaid, and not the verb. We need to understand the following rules for understanding Hal. Number 1. The Hal will describe the state of the subject, the object, or sometimes even both. And together the Hal and Dhul Hal will form the phrasal structure, like a phrase. Number 2, the Hal will be in mansub state and it must be an ismul mushtaq. For example, ismul fa'il or ismul maf'ul, a derivative of ismul masdar. Number 3, the Dhul Hal will usually be definite and the Hal indefinite. Hal and Dhul Hal matches other criteria. For example, number or gender, but not Arab and type of noun. Number 4, Hal and Dhul Hal combined makes a fa'il. Fi'il plus fa'il plus hal equals to Jumlatul Haliya. For example, Dakhaltul Masjida Tahiran. Here Tahira is hal plus ana of dakhaltu is zul hal. Together, that makes fa'il. Number 5. Remember, a jumla or shibu jumla after marifa becomes hal, and a jumla or jar majrur after nakira becomes sifat. Now we shall look at hal in depth. Hal could be a single word which is mufrad, or hal could be a complete jumla as jumlatul haliya. Please note, when hal is a mufrad or single word, its i'rab would be mansub or nasab. For example, Ra'aytu Zaidan jalisan. Here jalisan is the hal and it is in the status of mansub or nasab. Example of jumlatul haliya. Ra'aytu Zaidan wa huwa daribun. Here wa huwa daribun is a jumlatul haliya, and the i'rab of wa huwa daribun would be fi mahalli nasab. Let's look at some more examples of hale mufrad. Tarakuka qa'iman. They left you in standing position. Qa'iman is hale mufrad. La takul qa'iman. Do not eat in standing position. Ra'aytu Zaidan jalisan. I saw Zaid in sitting position. Jalisan is a hale mufrad. Ra'aytu Zaidan wa Bakran jalisaini. I saw Zaid and Bakr both in sitting position. Ra'aytu Zaidan dariban. I saw Zaid hitting someone. Here dariban is the ismul fa'il, acting as a hale mufrad. Ra'aytu Zaidan madruban. I saw Zaid in beaten up position, as if he was bitten. Madruban is ismul maful. Ra'aytu Zaidan yadribu. I saw Zaidan in a state he is beating someone. Here yadribu is a fi'l mudari'u and acting as hal. Let's learn more about jumlatul haliya. Jumlatul haliya could be in two forms, jumlatul ismiya and jumlatul fi'liya. Jumlatul fi'liya could be also in mudari'u form as well as madi form. Please pay attention. Hal needs a connector. Connector could be a damir, a detached pronoun, or a specific subject, or harf atf, wow. Look at the following 3 rules. Number 1. Hale mufrad, madi and mudari will require a damir connector, which is called zul hal. Or sometimes a specific subject is connected to the action. Let's look at some examples. Dakhaltul masjida tahiran. I entered into the mosque in the state of purity. Here tahiran is the hal and its connector is ana of dakhaltu, which is called zul hal or sahibul hal. Next example. Ra'aytu Zaidan yajlisu. I saw Zaid in sitting position. In this sentence, Zaid is the one that is connected to the state of sitting. So zul hal or sahibul hal would be Zaid here, the subject. Sometimes qad may appear before a fi'l madi in jumla fi'liya to express hal. For example, Ra'aytu Zaidan qad jalasa. I saw Zaid in the state of sitting. So qad is added before the madi verb to express the state of action of Zaid. In a normal circumstance, وَقَدْ jalasa would have meant, indeed he sat. Number 2, wawul haliya. If you find a jumla ismiya with a waw at the start, then a damir followed by a fi'l or an ism, then this sentence will be called jumlatul haliya. I repeat, if you find a jumla ismiya with a waw at the start, then a damir followed by a fi'l or an ism, that sentence will be called jumlatul haliya. For example, Ra'aytu Zaidan. Then came waw at the beginning of the next sentence. After waw, a damir followed by a fi'l. The last part of the sentence will be called jumlatul haliya. We should look at 2 examples from the Quran. وَلَا تَلْبِسُوا الْحَقَّ بِالْبَاطِلِ وَتَكْتُمُوا الْحَقَّ وَأَنْتُمْ تَعْلَمُونَ. Look at the section marked in red. Wa is a harf ataf. A damir came after that, and then a fail. So, wa antum ta'lamun is a jumlatul haliya. Let's look at the meaning now. And do not mix the truth with falsehood or conceal the truth while you know it. If you do not consider it as a jumlatul haliya explaining the circumstance of the action took place, then how would you translate normally? You would say, and do not mix the truth with falsehood or conceal the truth, and you will know it, or you know it. Does that make sense? No. This understanding of wawul haliya is very important in order to really make the accurate translation of the sentence. وَلَا تَلْبِسُوا الْحَقَّ بِالْبَاطِلِ وَتَكْتُمُوا الْحَقَّ وَأَنْتُمْ تَعْلَمُونَ. And do not mix the truth with falsehood or conceal the truth in the state while you know it. Another example. يَا أَيُّهَا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا لَا تَقْتُلُوا الصَّيْدَ وَأَنْتُمْ هُرُمٌ. O you who have believed, do not kill game while you are in the state of ihram. If you don't consider this as a jumlatul haliya, you would say, O you have believed, do not kill game, and you are in ihram. That doesn't make sense. The meaning should be, do not kill game while you are in the state of ihram. I hope wawul haliya is absolutely clear to you, inshallah. Number 3. As we know, Zul Hal is supposed to be Marifa and Hal is supposed to be Nakira. But if the Zul Hal is Nakira for a reason, that Zul Hal will come after the Hal, the other way around. Example. Yakulu jalisan rajulun, a man eating while he is sitting. We shall look at some more example of Jumlatul Haliya and Hal Mufrad. But first of all, 2 Jumlatul Haliya in a single verse of the Quran. Surah Nasr. إِذَا جَاءَ نَصْرُ اللَّهِ وَالْفَتْحُ وَرَأَيْتَ النَّاسَ يَدْخُلُونَ فِي دِينِ اللَّهِ أَفْوَاجًا. So we'll focus on the verse 2. وَرَأَيْتَ, and you will see النَّاسَ, you will see the people. يَدْخُلُونَ فِي دِينِ اللَّهِ, you will see the people in the state of entering into the religion of Allah. أَفْوَاجًا, in groups after groups. So there are 2 Jumlatul Hal in this verse. Pay attention. Jumlatul Hal number 1. By grammatical rules, as you know, the Hal could be Hal Mufrad or it could be Hal Jumla. And Hal will have a connector which is Zul Hal or Sahibul Hal. That Zul Hal could be a damir or it could be the subject itself. And here we shall look at the first marked section, Jumlatul Hal 1. An-Nasa is the subject or Zul Hal for the Hal Yadkhuluna fi dinillah. You will see the people in the state of entering into the religion of Allah. So Yadkhuluna fi dinillahi as a Jumla, this is the Hal part, Hal Jumla or Jumlatul Hal, including the Zul Hal or Sahibul Hal, An-Nas. So An-Nasa yadkhuluna fi dinillahi, up to here is a complete Jumla. Let's look at the Jumlatul Hal 2 here. And now we shall focus on this part. Yadkhuluna fi dinillahi afwaja. They will enter into the religion of Allah in groups after groups. Here afwaja is a hal mufrad. And the fa'il hum, they, in the mudario yadkhuluna is the sahibul hal or zul hal for the hal afwaja. I hope you understood these 2 examples. Now it's time to look at some examples from the Quran. Rabbirhamhuma kama rabbayani saghira. My Lord, be merciful to them as they raised me while I was young. Saghira is the hal. Yaslaha mazmumam madhuran. They will burn there in state of condemned and rejected. وَأَمَّا مَنْ جَاءَكَ يَسْعَى. But as for he who came to you striving, yas'a is the hal. وَتَرَكُوكَ قَائِمًا. They left you standing. وَيَنْقَلِبُ إِلَىٰ أَهْلِهِ مَسْرُورًا. And he returned to his people in happiness. Masruran. وَنَحْشُرُهُمْ يَوْمَ الْقِيَامَةِ عَلَى وُجُوهِهِمْ عُمْيًا وَبُكْمًا وَسُمًّا. We will gather them on the day of resurrection, fallen, on their faces down, blind, dumb, and deaf. فَخَرَجَ مِنْهَا خَائِفًا. So Moses left the city in a state of fear. Alhamdulillah, we have reached the end of this lesson. I hope you found it helpful. Please repeat watching this video a few more times and study the PDF file together. For reference, you may visit our over 60 YouTube video series for Module 1. One request before you go. Al-Qur'an Institute is a Quranic Da'wah and Educational Institute. We would like to reach others like you. So if you benefited from this video, please share with others, and most importantly, please subscribe our channel and like the videos. Don't forget to watch other video series on Quranic Arabic course. Barakallahu fikum. ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم آمين يا رب العالمين.
سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك.
We run Module 1, Module 2, Module 3 courses for beginners to advanced level Quranic Arabic students. To find out more how to join our online live classes, visit our website and register. Our website address is www.alquraninstitute.net. You can also join our most exciting online e-learning course in Quranic Arabic. No hustle, no rush. Study at your own pace and convenience. Our comprehensive Quranic Arabic Module 1 and Module 2 courses are available online, allowing you to complete the course on your own schedule. This self-study course offers a rich experience with PDF resources, YouTube video series, and question and answer assessment. Upon successful completion, you will receive a certificate directly from the e-learning platform of Al-Qur'an Institute. For more details, visit www.alquraninstitute.net. Alhamdulillah, your journey in Quranic Arabic starts here.